Good afternoon. We invite you all to find a seat so our commencement ceremony can begin shortly. We expect to enjoy a wonderful celebration this afternoon. However, in the event of an emergency, school system and pavilion staff will follow our emergency operations plan. If there is a need to evacuate during today's ceremony, please exit the pavilion through the nearest exit and seek the nearest safe shelter. In addition, school staff members in security vests are waving to you from the exits at each of the four corners of the pavilion. Please note the location of your nearest exit, and in case of emergency, walk. Do not run to that exit. If there is an announcement to evacuate, we will not resume the program. Diplomas can be picked up on Monday, June 7th at River Hill High School between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. At this time, we ask that you clear the aisles for the safety of the graduates as they process to their seats. Thank you. Please rise for the singing of our national anthem performed by the senior class members of the River Hill Choir. Gentlemen, please remove your caps.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave, home of the
Good afternoon. While today is a joyous occasion for all who are assembled here, we also want to remember the students in the class of 2021 that the River Hill community has lost over the past 4 years. As we honor the memory of our classmates, Laith Aburab, Hope Chang, Ramsey McGarry, and Rishi Shet, and other loved ones who are no longer with us, please join us in a moment of silence at this time. Thank you. At this time, I would like to invite Mogil Nandakumar to the stage for our official graduation welcome.
The masks are on and the gloves are off. This year and everything that we've been through this pandemic has been harsh. This is anything but normal. Learning and interacting with our teachers and friends is not the same as it was before. It has shown us how valuable human interaction and seeing everybody each day at school actually is. We enter the 9th grade as completely clueless teenagers, having no idea what to expect out of high school. But now, we take with us fond memories of homecoming spirit weeks, Friday night football games, Prism concerts, winter assemblies. The list just goes on. We spent so much time learning from our experiences and spending time with our friends in clubs, sports teams, competitions. River Hill's camaraderie has helped us carry each other through sad and happy times. We could be nothing but thankful for our teachers, guidance counselors, our principal, and other supporting staff that have ensured a safe and exciting time at our high school. We came into senior year expecting what would be some of the most memorable times of our lives. And they are in a way. On the brighter side, we had more time to spend with our families. We ate less fast food. And we also had some time to self-reflect on some of the goals we want to achieve later on in our lives. It's been a tumultuous past 4 years at River Hill, and we've all had our shares of ups and downs. One of the most important lessons that we should take away from high school is learning to overcome the fear of failure. This could be failure is something that everyone will experience at some point in their lives. This could be not being accepted to a college, getting a bad grade on a test, or simply not being understood by others. But that's okay. Following the path of fearing failure will always lead to exactly that, failure itself. One rejection will always lead to a new opportunity for success elsewhere. It's like a river paving its path, trying to find its way. So is life, and so are our opportunities. 4 years on, look at how much we have achieved. Look at how far we've come. We can look at the pandemic and how it has affected our high school years negatively. But we could also look at it in another light. We faced a pandemic at this magnitude this early on in our lives. When we overcome this, we'll be ready for just about anything. All adversity that we face will only make us stronger. The masks are on and the gloves are off. To college and life, here we come, class of 2021. Thank you, thank you. Hey guys, I'm back. And now please welcome Jeffrey Lee to introduce our platform guests.
Good afternoon. At this time, we would like to recognize and thank some special individuals without whose hard work we would not have received such an exceptional education. Guests, as you are introduced, please stand to be recognized. On the stage at this time, we have the Honorable Dr. Calvin Ball, Howard County Executive. Dr. Chow Wu, Chair, Howard County Board of Education. Dr. Yun Lu, Howard County Board of Education. Dr. Michael J. Martirano, Superintendent, Howard County Public School System. Honorable Guy Gazzoni, Maryland State Senator, District 13. The Honorable Katie Fry Hester, Maryland State Senator, District 9. Attending virtually, the Honorable Dr. Clarence Lamb, Maryland State Senator, District 12. The Honorable Trent Kittleman, Maryland State Delegate, District 9A. The Honorable Reed Novotny, Maryland State Delegate, District 9A. Attending virtually, the Honorable Jennifer Terrassa, Maryland State Delegate, District 13. Anissa Dennis, Chief School Management and Instructional Leadership Officer. Patrick J. Saunderson, Community Superintendent, Area 1. Jason J. McCoy, Performance Equity and Community Response Director, Area 1. Catherine McKinley, Principal on Special Assignment, Riverhill High School. Mrs. McKinley has served the Howard County Public School System for 36 years. The past 6 of those years she has spent as the principal of Riverhill High School. The entire Riverhill community thanks her for her service and wishes her great joy and happiness as she retires this year. Kelly Hearns, Acting Principal, Riverhill High School. Kedri Fairley, Assistant Principal, Riverhill High School. Patrick Seibel, Assistant Principal, Riverhill High School. Brandon Lauer, Acting Assistant Principal, Riverhill High School. Laura Peter, Assistant Principal, Homewood Center. And Diana Irby, Riverhill Teacher of the Year. Let's give all of our honored guests another round of applause. Thank you all so much. Now, please welcome Hindola Gangopade for our senior reflection speech.
I am sure that every graduating class feels that their senior year was a special one, and they should. This year marks the end to 2,340 days of school. But not many seniors can claim to have completed their last year of high school entirely online. This year was special, not only because of the spirit each of us showed in overcoming the challenges of an extraordinary academic year. It was special because the feeling of community and support within our student body and staff kept us resilient. I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks on behalf of our class to the administration, the parents, and all the teachers for their support through this year. Resilience is about overcoming unexpected obstacles. It's also about improvisation, about those small adjustments we create to make the best of the lemons that life gives us. We, as Hawks, are resilient, and improvisation is second nature to us. Improvisation was when we left our instruments at home and played imaginary air violins in orchestra class. Improvisation was when we confidently blurted out answers, unsure if it was the right thing to say. And we were applauded by our teachers for our brilliant responses. We improvised when we finished writing that last paragraph in our essay the night before it was due, and then decided to change the entire topic because we came up with an amazing idea right before hitting submit. Improvisation was when we FaceTimed each other to finish working on that slideshow, making sure every detail, every sentence was perfect. Improvisation was when we walked to class at the sound of the bell,
while scrutinizing our notes, etching each letter into our memory, trying to remember the name of that amino acid for that bio test. And it was improvisation when we woke up and logged into Google Meet to go to class this year. It was improvisation when our teachers and PTA members arranged for book pickups and drop-offs. It was improvisation when we moved Talk Talk from a live to a virtual format. We improvised when we had a socially distant picture day, but I could picture us together. It was improvisation when we individually sang our parts together for our virtual choir concerts. And who would have ever thought that we would watch Home Alone at home, alone, but together? As freshmen, most of us entered River Hill as nervous and awkward 14-year-olds, with our agendas and planners, our pencils ready to jot down plans for the next 4 years. As sophomores, we heard Kyle the Weatherman on Hawk Talk. And junior year started off as usual, with tensions running high for the SAT. We danced at homecoming and laughed together at the coffee house and at the talent show. And then, in March of 2020, we all exited the school, excited for our 2-week vacation. 1 day, 2 weeks, 3 months, and suddenly, we had been apart for a year and a half. Everything had changed. What did not change, though, was the Hawk spirit and our ability to overcome through our improvisational abilities. The River Hill class of 2021 will always be remembered as the resilient class. As River Hill Hawks, we may not know what obstacles tomorrow may bring, but we do know that River Hill has prepared us for overcoming them. And now, please welcome Sonia Goyle for our senior keynote speech. Thank you.
Greetings, distinguished guests, our principal, vice principals, teachers, parents, and of course, the class of 2021. We made it, and we are here. It is now our graduation. Our high school ending is near, so it's time for celebration. 4 years ago, we walked into River Hill High School. We began a new journey as a little fish in a big pool. And to be quite frank, we didn't know what to do. We often paved our own path. With each mistake, we grew. Still, we went along with our future uncertain. We gave it our all, crafting our own unique version. Coming into high school, we didn't see our future clear. It was a blank slate, a new ship to steer. It was a chance to try out a sport that we didn't have experience in, or audition for a musical when we really didn't know how to sing. We did it because we were interested, to join new clubs, meet new friends. No worries for what came next. We didn't need a perfect lens. Over the next 4 years, we expanded our point of view. AP classes, homecoming, football games, pep rallies too. With these spontaneous acts, we painted those blank slates and didn't even know that we had started to find our place. In fact, unclear is truly the only word to describe our 4 years that were kind of absurd. Faced with the pandemic in the middle of junior year, we found ourselves confused, unsure, full of fear. We felt halted for what seemed like eternity, and whatever we did, nothing cleared our uncertainty. Life put its mask over us, and we had no other choice but to venture in virtually where our muted mics masked our voice. But while we didn't have a 2020 vision, or even a vision of what 2020 would look like, we still rolled with the punches to find some light. Without even realizing it, we had begun to overcome. That takes us full circle and might have just revealed that all may have been an improvised. So, what's next? Well, I don't really know, and no one really does know. But that's the exciting part. We just make it up as we go. We will improvise and end up where we belong. Looking back, we'll see we've been strong, so strong, all along. Although today marks the end of one chapter, it is also a beginning of a happily ever after. To the River Hill class of 2021, let's keep going. Who knows what will happen in the long run? Even if we may be going our own separate ways, we will all achieve great things and find our way through life's maze. The saying, life's a box of chocolates, could never be more true. You never know what you'll get, so take chances to try something new. Your life does not have a script. No one's written it. So moving forward is how we will use the lessons that we learned at River Hill. Congratulations again, class of 2021, and thank you. And now, please welcome Isabel Wu to introduce our Teacher of the Year.
This past year has been a particularly unprecedented one, with the majority of the year being entirely virtual and students having little contact with their teachers and peers. In order for this year to have been as successful as it was, students and teachers alike have had to become more adaptive. The class of 2021 would like to recognize one teacher in particular who has always prioritized building teacher-student relationships and over the past year has provided students with much-needed support, Mrs. Diana Irby. I had Mrs. Irby for 2 years, so I know well the degree of care and love that she devotes to each and every one of her students. The impact that a teacher has goes far beyond the scope of their curriculum and the knowledge they bestow. I can note several occasions where a student has entered Mrs. Irby's classroom looking overwhelmed or stressed, and before long, how she could help. After a few of these occurrences, a couple months into the school year, Wellness Wednesdays were implemented, and students gained the opportunity to catch up on schoolwork, relax, and feel a little less overwhelmed. Mrs. Irby has always understood the importance of her students' mental health. I guess it makes sense why she teaches AP Psych, and has always prioritized the general well-being of her classes. In fact, with this year being largely virtual and accompanied by widespread feelings of anxiety and isolation, Mrs. Irby hosts Google Meets every so often with her students from last year to check up on them and make sure they're doing okay. Not all teachers would go to these lengths to provide students with support, especially considering the demands and newfound responsibilities that come with being a teacher during a pandemic. Furthermore, Mrs. Irby is the exemplification of the phrase positivity is key. No matter how tired I was walking into her first period class, I would, without a doubt, leave feeling more energized and hopeful about the rest of my day. It likely had something to do with her tendency of screaming, "Hey!" when students weren't paying attention, which always caught us off guard but quickly woke us up. And I'm sure the cute baby pictures and funny stories Mrs. Irby shared with us also had something to do with improving our general moods. But sometimes things aren't always positive and perfect. Being vulnerable and showing your students that it's okay to struggle is an equally important part of teaching. In Mrs. Irby's words, it's how we handle those mistakes that students see and remember. We lead by example, and that's all a part of teaching, that hidden curriculum. As we unfortunately observed last year, unpredictable events often transpire and may seem impossible to overcome. Mrs. Irby was and is incredibly supportive of her students during difficult times, and in turn, we as a class were able to support her. And this is relationship building, a concept that has proven to be integral in constructing a positive classroom environment. Mrs. Irby is fun, relatable, caring, honest, and constitutes all the great qualities that a teacher should have. For this reason, Mrs. Irby is the class of 2021's Teacher of the Year, and on behalf of the senior class, we thank you for all that you have done for us over these past 4 years. We would not be where we are today without you. Now, please welcome Mrs. Irby, this year's Teacher of the Year.
Now you know I struggled with not crying just now. Okay. Strength, resilience, kindness, empathy, support, family. These are the words that come to mind when I think of the class of 2021. Before I give my official graduation speech, I want to say a few words to acknowledge how you are handling hardships at such a young age. We are all learning to express and cope with hard emotions while supporting one another. We are learning that it's okay to cry, to feel angry and frustrated. These are all natural human emotions that we continue to navigate time after time. Together we will get through this. We are one big Hawk family. We love you and admire your strength. Now, on to my official speech. Class of 2021, congratulations, dolls. As we gather here to celebrate you and all of your accomplishments, I want you to think about everyone who has helped guide you throughout your academic journey. And now, I want you to claim this honor for yourself. You are here because of your hard work, dedication, and resilience, and you should be so proud of yourselves. Now, most of you know my signature saying. I use it when there's an important concept or event that will be on your test or something that you just must know for life's sake. Star it, love it, be one with it. And today, this is your star it, love it, be one with it moment. It only makes sense to center the speech around this because this is a major accomplishment, but it won't be your last. So let's begin with star it. Be the star in someone's life by bringing a smile to their face or performing a good deed. We never know what someone, even your closest friend, may be going through, so be empathetic and caring towards others. It's very easy to get caught up in your own goals in life, but it's important to always give back to family, friends, and the community. This pandemic has shown us just how connected to each other we are. So a simple act of service can change someone's day. Be that shining star that someone may need. Next is love it. Love what you do. As you sit here today and think about what major or trade you want to do, choose wisely. Choose a career that you are going to wake up every morning excited to start your day. Do not choose based on what your parents want, what your friends will think, or what society tells you to do, because you won't be happy. But also remember to love yourself. As much as you may love what you do not let it take over and become a burden. Practice self-care. It is not selfish to take time for yourself to refill your cup. It's necessary for your well-being and happiness. Lastly, be one with it. Be your best version of yourself. So many times we strive for perfection, to be number one, that we limit ourselves for fear of failure. Take risks. Get out of your comfort zone, but never compromise your morals or values. Through those challenges, and sometimes failures, we often become better versions of ourselves. But that won't happen unless you dream big and don't give up. Remember, no one is perfect, and that's what makes us all different and beautiful. Self-acceptance is key. So be your best authentic self, take risks, and choose to be happy. Good luck next year, Hawks. I know you will do amazing things and make an impact in this world. And now, for the last time, I can officially say, smooches, dolls, it's been real. Now, please welcome our County Executive, Dr. Calvin Ball, to the podium.
Well, good afternoon, Riverhill. We can do better than that. Good afternoon, Riverhill. Congratulations. I was just sitting there thinking about former Board of Ed member Larry Cohen. Now, Larry used to have these rules that he would talk about, and one of them was always keep your sense of humor because you'll always need that. So please keep that in mind. The late, great, former Howard County Public School System Superintendent, Dr. Sidney Cousin, used to always remind us that the very best commencement speeches were the ones where the beginning and the end were very close together. So I will aspire to deliver a great speech. I've been thinking a lot as I was preparing for commencement this season about a runner who signed up and prepared and planned for a 5K. And as they started running, they noticed that the course looked a little bit different than they remembered on the map. Soon, but not soon enough, the runner realized that instead of the 5K, they were in a 10K. It wasn't the race they signed up for, but it was the race they were in. To our beloved graduates, this year with the pandemic, you overcame so many obstacles, frustrations of learning through a screen, the challenging nature of having everyone at home online sometimes at the same time, and you probably more than once forgot to unmute yourselves. You were distant from friends. You worked through physical and mental health challenges and unfortunately loss. It wasn't the race that you signed up for, but it was the race that you were in. But please let me convey that we recognize that you persevered. Your friends, your family, all of Howard County are immensely proud of you. To your family members and loved ones, thank you for staying so steadfastly supportive of our graduates. Class of 2021, you are resilient. Please remember that when you reveal your vulnerability, that conveys your humanity. And when you convey your humanity, you embrace your strength. And as much as you may want to forget this year and move past it to quickly focus on the good things ahead, please take a moment to pause and think about what you've learned and how much you've conquered. Before you jump into those beautiful new beginnings, whatever they may be, take a moment to appreciate and relish your accomplishment. Look around and enjoy this moment right here. We're surrounded by people who love and support you, who have cared for you and nurtured you your entire lives. Friends you've known since kindergarten, or maybe it just feels that way. And everything you've experienced throughout your education, especially this challenging year, has prepared you for every next chapter in your lives. And it has reminded your family, your friends, and all of Howard County of a more hopeful tomorrow. By the way, that runner who signed up for that 5K and finished that 10K, although it was challenging, although they often thought that they couldn't finish, they did finish. And with that accomplishment, while it was the challenge of their life, they were empowered, emboldened even, to run every other race in their life and finish strong. Class of 2021, congratulations, you did it, and always remember, finish strong.
Welcome, Hawks, our seniors in the class of 2021, our families, and our River Hill High School staff, along with leaders from our school district and county. What a journey this year has been. For a long time, the halls were empty, the stadium was quiet, and computer screens showed students in little bubbles. And during some of the toughest times, when we missed these school routines and traditions and faces, I reminded myself of your ongoing Hawk pride, your dynamic Hawk spirit, and your caring Hawk heart. With all that we've missed, we've continued to have each other, and that's thankfully been more than enough to carry us through this once-in-a-lifetime journey. Today, we can look at our stadium with all the true blue banners under a bright blue sky. We know our families are here with us today, spread out across Meriwether and across the world virtually. Today seems a little less strange as we resume some normal ways of life, yet your future, our future, is still unknown to us fully because our world has changed, and you will change our world. Wherever we go from here, please always remember that you've got each other, and that's more than enough. So think about this message and listen as our seniors share our Hawk story in song and speech. Hawk Heart is with you always.
Shall pass. No matter how good or bad something is, nothing will last forever and change is inevitable. Each of us can think of moments where change occurred. Maybe it was the first day of kindergarten, or maybe it was graduating from middle school and entering high school. Regardless of what the moment was, we are here right now. I want you to stop right now and remember to thank all the teachers, staff members, family, and friends who have encouraged us to get to this point right here. Dream big. Although the chapter of our high school story will soon come to an end, each of us has truly embodied what it means to be a River Hill High School student. We are destined for success. As we begin to write new chapters in our stories, and while this may feel like the end of so many great memories, waiting for us is the opportunity to make some new ones. And this too shall pass. So will the story of our lives.
Start my new chapter. The sun's shining through. On this crazy adventure, I'm glad I had you.
It's the first in our lifetime. The days fly so fast.
When things get hard, I remember that this too shall pass.
I don't know where we're going, but it's going into Rome.
We've got each other, and for now that's enough.
As the class of 2021, it is no secret that we have faced a number of hardships. However, as we don our caps and gowns, reflecting on our 4 years, we can see that through adversity, we have not only become stronger, but more unified. In proving our strength through the tougher times, we are able to really celebrate the best parts of life with the people that make it so special. The relationships we built with our teachers, the laughs we had with our friends, and the memories we made every day are aspects of our time here that we will remember with a much more profound appreciation, like a sky that seems a bit more blue.
I laugh with my new friends and catch up with the old.
All the memories we make will be the stories we told. Look out my window, I got so much to do, and I suddenly see the sky shining bright and blue. I don't know where we're going, but if the going gets rough,
We've got each other,
and for now that's enough.
Change isn't always bad. Although we've come to think of the pandemic as a disruption to our normal lives, we should take a moment to reflect on what it's shown us. We can adapt. The ability to overcome the challenges presented to us is one of the most important things we can take with us into our adult lives. For me, that challenge is deciding where I'm going to do class every day, my bed or the living room couch. I know that each one of our Hawks is prepared to bring an open-minded mentality to their future community, because that's what we do as the class of 2021. Adapt, overcome, and spend too much time on TikTok.
Each day moving forward seems a little less strange.
when it's finally all over, I wonder how much this world will change. Don't know where we're going, but if the going gets rough, we got each other. And for now, that's enough. We've got each other.
And for now, that's enough.
Class of 2021, your resiliency, compassion, and Hawk heart has allowed you to do some amazing things while students at River Hill High School. You've laughed and you've cried, but in the end, you've had each other, and that's enough. We are so proud of you, your endurance, and all of your accomplishments thus far. As you leave River Hill High School, please know that you are uniquely made and uniquely equipped to take on the world, and that's enough. How do I know? Because you have shown us individually and collectively what you can handle. So on this day, hold your heads up high and walk with authority into the next chapter of your story. Dr. Liu, Dr. Wu, and Dr. Materano, as the acting principal of River Hill High School, I hereby certify that the graduates seated before you have met all the requirements for graduation as set forth by the Howard County Public School System and the Maryland State Department of Education. They are eligible to receive a Maryland High School diploma, a certificate of completion, certificate of attendance, or a certificate of achievement. And at this time, I would like to welcome to the podium our fearless leader who has provided steadfast leadership for our school system, Dr. Michael J. Materano.
Give both your acting principal and Principal McKinley a big round of applause, if you would, Principal Hearn. Nice round of applause. River Hill class of 2021, you look marvelous, and I am so proud and pleased to be in front of you right now. First of all, to all of our Howard County and fellow Howard County residents, it is a wonderful day and a wonderful afternoon that we are here celebrating your graduation in person at Meriwether Post Pavilion. How far we have come, and we're back as a county, and I'm so proud to be a part of that. Today, my heart is so full of love and joy, and I want to start with some acknowledgments. I would like for all of your teachers, if they would, to please stand. All of the teachers and staff at River Hill, all the staff, all the teachers, please stand. I'm going to ask you young people, give them a round of applause. Give them a round of applause, if you would. Teachers, staff members, I'm going to ask you to stay standing. I'm going to ask all the platform guests, please stand if you would as well. Give them a round of applause for their steadfast leadership in supporting you. Continue to give them a round of applause. I'm going to ask that all of our parents, all of our family members, all of our guests, please stand if you're able to do so. Please stand and join me in a thunderous round of applause for the class of 2021. A thunderous round of applause. Louder. I know you're louder than that. Way up there, I can't hear you. A little louder. Unmute yourself. Turn on your cameras. Continue to applaud. They deserve it. Thank you very, very much. If you listen quietly, even the cicadas are cheering for you right now. And how wonderful that is. My beautiful young people, Dr. Ball and I talk often, and last night he used an expression about a speech which said, be brief and be seated. I'm going to take those words wisely right now into heart, because myself and Dr. Liu are the only thing that stand between you and your diploma. And as you come across the stage, I'll be there to fist pump each one of you. But before I do, just indulge me in a quick minute. You know how proud I am of you and how much I love you. You have been equipped with all the academic skills, and that is phenomenal. Your skills are impressive. Your accolades are impressive. But right now, what you need to do in a very elegant, in a very artful way is how do you use those academic skills, right? So I'm asking you in a very elegant way to think about the following. As you use your academic skills, I want you to convey gratitude. Convey gratitude to everyone along the way, and do it often and regularly. Say thank you and appreciation to everyone who's made this day possible for you. And as you move through life, be always sure to show gratitude. And do it with grace. Right now, goodness gracious, we only know that we need to be more forgiving. We need to be more tolerant. We need to do things with grace and show grace all day long. And as you're doing that with gratitude and with grace, as much as you've heard the word today, I ask you to show, because during these last 2 years, we've experienced so many challenges. And I ask you to be kind always, because everyone, and I mean everyone in this room, is fighting a difficult battle. And we never know who we're going to encounter. And so we need to show kindness, gratitude, and grace as you're advancing your academic skills. And the word that I used often and have emphasized during these last 14, 15 months is I always take the time to tell individuals that I love them, and to show love, and to provide that love liberally and in a very authentic, genuine way. And one thing I know that I've learned heavily and re-emphasized during the pandemic, that love will truly eradicate hate. And I ask you to love all day. I ask you to eradicate hate by annihilating it with love. And so as you continue your life journey, I ask you to use your academic skills in a very elegant way by conveying gratitude, grace, kindness, and love. And so today I tell each and every one of you, I love all of you. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations, and I can't wait to see what you become. And at this time, I'd like to say thank you very much for everything. It has been a wonderful opportunity to be in front of you today and share this experience. Thank you very much. And now I'd like to introduce Dr. Liu, our Board of Education member. Thank you very much. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Howard County Board of Education, it's my honor to congratulate you, the River Hill High School class of 2021. Today is an important milestone for you. You're ready for a new chapter in your life. I came here today not only as a Board of Education member, but also as a parent of River Hill Senior. I know you cannot wait to get your diplomas. There is a platinum rule: treat others the way they want to be treated. So I will end my speech here and congratulate you again, the River Hill class of 2021. It's time to receive your diplomas.
Before we begin with the awarding of diplomas, I would like to remind everyone to please hold your applause until each and every one of our graduates has been recognized. Wink, wink. Additionally, please refrain from using noisemakers so that all of our graduates' names can be heard. Life Touch Photography will take an official graduation photograph of each graduate. So we ask that you please remain seated throughout the ceremony so that every audience member can see the entire time. Thank you so much, and let's award some diplomas.
The following River Hill seniors are participating virtually today. They are Andrew Lang Chen, Jason Tyler Chang, Zared Orion Cohen, Tyler Jerome Delanoche, Lindsay Elizabeth Garnish, Abdullah Abdulrahman Hijazi, Hudson Robert William Kennedy, Mina Vallaparambo Manoj, Dyson Woods Muller, Rutulio Paredes Parada, Ekaterina Maximovna Patrusheva, Justice Lawrence Emiliano Powell, Madison Grace Price, Isabella G. Rovansik, Alexander Kalani Shim, Ethan Samuel Maurice Smith, Jake Ryder Stone, Ashton Bradley Stroud, Skylar Brooke Wynn. Dr. Liu, please allow the following Howard County Public School System staff members to award their children's diplomas. Marla Gibson, Running Brook Elementary School and Gorman's Crossing Elementary School. Caitlin Noel Burnett. Sarah Kristen Burnett. Kelly Green, Patuxent Valley Middle School. William Michael Green. Blandina Hlasco, Dayton Oaks Elementary School. Natalia Aurelia Hlasco. Lori Estes, Centennial High School. Surati Marcuris. Kevin McDuffie, Homewood Center. Natalie Janelle McDuffie. William Pratt, Ridge Road. Charles Stewart Pratt. Stephanie Stoutenborough, River Hill High School. Jonah Scott Stoutenborough, Jr. Elaine Thomas, Clarksville Elementary School. Spencer Aiden Thomas. Kelly Warner, Patuxent Valley Middle School. Diana Catherine Warner. Mogil Rishabh Nandakumar. Jeffrey Lee. Hindola Gangopadhyay. Sonia Pari Goyal.
Isabel Yifei Wu. Zachariah Jinhyung Lee. Harry Alexander Abrams. Jordan Bear Abrams. Peace Tamilolua Adegbasan. Samuel Oluwapelumi Akolo. Sarmad Aurangzeb Alamgir. Cora Lee Albinson. Quillian Tabitha Alewine. Sydney Dunway Alexander. Alejandro Manuel Aliaga. Cameron Tyler Allen. Accepting Cameron's diploma on his behalf today is fellow graduate and sister Kelsey Elizabeth Allen. Ziad Hashim Al-Makawi. Riley Elizabeth Ames. Hamza Amir. Abigail Dawn Apple. Sophia Ann Apple. Ida Aria. Hassan Farhan Aslam. Anish Bandaru. Gurdeep Singh Baring. Karmjit Kaur Baring. Carrie Floriselda Benitez. Divari Darian Bennett. Jillian Rose Bentivenga. Michaela Ferrari Blackburn. Adam Sidney Blum. Nicholas William Boss. Ashlyn Elizabeth Brasted. Stephen William Britton. Jaden Michelle Bryant. Leanne Bobo. Casey Mackenzie Burke. Dylan Matthew Burnett. Dennis Jack Burns. Devin Patrick Campbell. Caden Press Knapp. Henry William Kaplan. Samuel Aiden Carr. Jamie Chan. Nitin Sai Chandra. Ethan Japing Chang. Faith Kyujin Chang. Connie Yuhan Chen.
Ruby Rongchi Chen. Victoria Lan Chang. Julia Nicole Caccarini. Sayacharan Reddy Chilakuru. Haley Sungkyung Cho. Yupeng Chua. Anna Graciela Klemmer. Michael Alphonse Crisatello. Carolyn Elizabeth Gorski Cullen. MacArthur James Danley. Philmon Surafol DeWitt. Jonathan Tyler DiPietro. Daniel Mark Disman. Jackson Edsel Dixon. Alexandre Jose Christodoulakis Sturcudo. Trevor Patrick Donnelly. Kelly Grace Dresner. Timothy Luke Dahl. Aditi Dadachaudhry. Natasha Grace Easley. Sarah Elizabeth Amig. Momad Zephyr Ezrab. Madeline Rose Florenzo. Anna Paige Adams Fortune. Ryan Alexander Frank. Kyriakos Castellino Galanakos. Joshua Dylan Galindo. Chloe Leanne Garnish. Jalen Jeremiah Geeson. Eric Robert Gassell. Ryan Christopher Gassell. Brooke Elizabeth Gettier. Sarah Lynn Gezowich. Jalen Alexander Glenn. Sean Dash Goal. Nathan Reddy Gatori. Robert Alden Graham. Zane Vaughn Graham. Kyle Henning Gratton. Joseph Santel Griffin. Adi Gupta. Milan Luca Gupta. Neil Hajela.
Jonathan Park Han. Michelle Sua Han. Matthew Lee Hart. Arslan Hassan Hashmi. Grant Thomas Heidebrecht. Elliot Jacob Hendricks. Ava Victoria Henriksen. Kyle Thomas Henry. Leslie Brianna Hilliard. Kenneth Jaden Ho. Craig Jonathan Hoffman. Aiden James Hoffmeister. Andrew Gregory Holes. Catherine Rose Holes. Sarah West Horner. Bryce Kanong Hu. Zachary Donovan Huffman. Grace Elizabeth Hull. Zachary Eberi Igwebe. Nesochim Musemaya Ihani Igwe. Maite Enchosandagu. Jordan Nicole Jackson. Siri Reddy Jale. Jasmine Hannah James. Hadley London Johnson. Ava Christina Jorif. Ria Cholera. Gabriel Frank Kamens. Jayant Kari. Michael David Kenyon. Awais Zahid Khan. Ibrahim Omar Khan. Muhammad Usman Khan. Amar Atif Kawaja. Mara Grace Kilcoyne. Elizabeth Grace Kitterman. Sebastian Hutchins Kraus. Pranav Gopal Manoharan Krishnan. Nicholas Adam Lawman. Oluwayemi Boaz Lawal. Christopher Lane Lawrence. Rebecca Fenglin Lei. Vivian Tong Lee. Samuel Jeffrey Lerner.
Abigail Rose Levy. Holden William Levy. Helena Lee. Lily Ma Lee. Nicholas Aiden Lee. Akasha Alexandra Listu. Alexander Lu Leo. Julia Young Leo. Jessie May Lin. Zoe Zrung Ma. Olivia Marie McPhee. Alicia G. Mahajan. Daniel Gerard Majorana. Matthew Ming Manganillo. Benjamin William Margolis. Nicholas Anthony Marshall. Kyle Patrick Martin. Nicholas Oliver Martinez. Anya Celia Mazalov. Miranda Rosa Mazzella. Annika Bridget McCormick. Ryan Christopher McKee. Victor Sean McCoy. Faith Elizabeth Meininger. Aiden James Mahalik. Lindsay Ann Miller. Ryan Patrick Miller. Max Solomon Mohink. Catherine Arwen Montgomery. Kendall Imani Moore. Savannah Autumn Lee Moriarty. Daniel Aiden French Mosley. Kian Mostofi. Madhav Venu Murkapudi. Richard Tyler Murphy. Christian Troy Myers. Theodora Christina Neflu. Onya Mai Nguyen. Nairi Soraya Noboa. Abigail Mary O'Brien. Christopher Dylan O'Brien. Jordan Nneka Obalu. Alexander Sukjung O. Adanfo Ahinomen Okoji. Kyler Jason O'Neill.
Alunidochi Oluwatishe Onyemichi. Jonah Samuel Ostruff. Gabriel Victor Omawali Best Otubu. Kiana Pan. Evangelina Sue Park. Kristen Sujeen Park. Dev Jayesh Patel. Love Rakeshkumar Patel. Riya Umayesh Patel. Akanksha Patibanla. Shishir R. Patibanla. Brady Alexander Peak. Olivia Isabel Pileski. Gerardo Matthew Perez Lopez. Justin Allen Perry. Ryan Anthony Philcox. Riva Krishna Palanini. Sarah Sua Primo. Ian Oscar Quill. Lucas Alexander Ramirez Ramirez. Shreyas Tejasvin Ramalu. Kirsten Emily Reed. Evan Bryce Reifsnyder. Denaya Kaleli Rhines. Alexandra May Ribeiro. Emilia Rose Ribeiro. Liliana Marie Ribeiro. Jonah Gold Richardson. Abbas Mohammed Rizvi. Kaylin Zoe Rang. Jacob Ethan Safir. Danya Maluk Sagafi. Surian Niraj Sahai. Purva Grace Swajani. Jeremiah Craig Samuels. Jennifer Maineka Sargunar. Farida Atef Salaheldin Hussein Sarhan. Tara Saraf. Anika Satapathy. Shakir Syed. Zoe Angelique Scott. Nimisha Seshadri. Swetha Sashuraj.
Fatima Noor Shah. Rida Zara Shah. Melody Chi Shang. Rahul Sharma. Justin Robert Shaw. Kamal Mahmud Sheets. Hassan Azar Sheikh. Jesse Orion Shen. Ever Maya Shepley. Max Michael Shepard. Sydney Jamie Shin. Claudia Renee Ashley Chomet. Joshua Andrew Slutsky. Samantha Dalclos Smedley. Clyde Elliott Smith. Emma Elizabeth Smith. Zarif Soleiman. David W. Soon. Daniel Hengchen Sung. Emily Grace Stanley. Samantha Lauren Steinberg. Alexander Jacob Strickland. Alicia Sumbul. Jayton Surrey. Leila Tabish Sayed. Shuaib Ahmed Syed. Vanak Tor Tan. Aksa Takvi. Elijah Ray Taylor. Amog Rajiv Thakur.
Riyush Raj Thakur. Myla Yasmin Thomas. Nathan Tun. Ayarishi Tamisan Tuedan. Grace Carmen Turney. Minna Iman Gori Udin. Grace Marie Urban. Manav Jatin Vaishnav. Sanket Manish Vaja. Brian Philip Vance. Laya Venga. Connor Alexander Varson. Danea Masanti Vaughn. Nathan Rios Versace. Maya Lakshmi Vibakar. Grayson Anthony Vince. Elena Mame von Schlag. Shreya Sanjay Wankade. Alyssa Emery Watson. Natalie Elizabeth Waring. Paige Bliss West. Taylor Grace West. Alexandra Lee Wilson. Braden Allen Wingate. Richard Wang Wu. Jerry Yuyang Xiong. Emily Yang. Charlotte Abigail Yoder. Tabitha Hannah Yu. Megan Ami Young. Patrick Orion Yu. Ali Najim Zaidi. Katarina Margaret Zakel. Andrew Kun Zhao. Matthew Jiaxin Zhou.
I'd now like to welcome to the stage Zachariah Lee to lead us in the senior tradition.
Hello, okay. My name is Zachariah Lee. Congratulations, River Hill Class of 2021. It's been a fantastic 4 years, and we have finally finished high school. It is my honor to lead you in the symbolic turning of the tassels that finalizes our time as River Hill seniors. Please stand. Start with your tassel on the right. And on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, River Hill Class of 2021.